So I had a slightly different introduction into the sport of eventing from maybe a lot of riders. And actually while I was working and practicing as a farrier is when I met my wife, Simone. And she was the event rider. She had the event horses running and I used to just go along and try and support her in between everything else that I did. And while she was pregnant, I started to ride her event horse for her to help keep it fit. I then did a competition, had my first go on the cross country, and I thought, wow, this is quite exciting. I have a very competitive nature, so as I went up the grades I realised that to compete against these professional riders I probably needed to be riding a little bit more. So to do that we needed to expand the number of horses we have, and then through experience we managed to go up the grades, and now I think eventing has taken over our lives. So it's gone from a hobby to actually a lifestyle. Okay, I'm just going to give you a quick tour. Not all of our horses are in because we like to keep our horses turned out as part of their management scheme, but some of the horses we have in I'm just going to give you a little bit of an insight into. Zagreb has shown really great recent form with his wins obviously, and has thrown himself right in the mix at the top end of the scale for team selection. This guy here, Baricello, he's only 9 years old, already done the long format 3-star at Tattersalls. We're going to consolidate that this autumn, and you'll see this horse racing around 4 stars in seasons to come. He is scopy and has one hell of an awesome engine on him, so very, very special horse. Look out for those big ears flapping around Badminton one day. Here's Percy. Hello mate. Check you out. Okay, come on, look pretty. Put your ears forward. Okay, this guy, he is really inquisitive. This is Shenandoah Percy. This is the guy that was second in the intermediate championships at the festival just recently. Hugely talented horse. Has a few quirky parts to his nature, but I think I'm a little bit like that, and I think we've found real common ground. I really like this horse. I think he could be proper special in the future. Here's another enormous horse, and he's just recently won his last event from the start. You know, he did the best dressage jump double clear, finished on that dressage score, and won that class. So, which is great because he is such a big horse. It's taken us time to work on his balance, and as he's getting stronger, he's really showing his huge sort of scope and potential. So great horse. This is Cobalt de Gugni, I think that's how you pronounce it. Lovely shiny grey and beautiful horse for the future. Management is crucial, as well as training of the event horses. If their temperaments are not good or their bodies are not feeling great, then you're not going to get what you want out of them when you're training them in the arena and for competitions. So we try and keep everything as consistent as possible. So to keep the hay as best quality as possible, we buy the best hay that we can, but we also steam all of our hay using the Haygain steamers. So when we're travelling, we have a 600 hay steamer, which is a half size to this large one we have on the yard. And then when we go to competitions and the horses are travelling long distances, as well as keeping them really hydrated, which is probably one of the most important parts of travelling long distances, is also the fact that you know that when you get to the other end, you can then keep your feed levels the same, and hopefully we're going to get the same performance abroad at the shows as we do home here in England and back home here on the yard. So we're 3 parts of the way through the season now, but there's still lots to look forward to. Possible WEG selection, which we shall see. That's obviously very exciting for several of us riders. And then the likes of Burley. You know, if Zagreb doesn't go to WEG, then he'll go to Burley. You know, one of the biggest 4-stars in the world. The crowd are amazing, the number of people that are there are fantastic. So I think it's just lovely riding in those types of atmospheres. Yeah, I mean, I've a wonderful team of horses, a wonderful bunch of owners that are supporting us, and great sponsors which really want us to do well. So with all of that backing and support, it's just down to me to hopefully deliver some results.